Hi viewers, welcome to my channel. This is Anthony Vijay. Today we are going to see about data types concept from Python programming. When I talk about data types are used to differentiate the data. Usually human can easily understand the different data types, but the computer cannot understand. In order to understand, there are some symbolic notations are followed for every data type. So when I talk about Python, there are four data types. The first one is list, and the second one is tuple, and the third one is set, and finally dictionary. So in this session we will be seeing about list concept. Let me see the explanation through PyCharm IDE. Lists are used to store multiple items in a single variable. So it can be created using square brackets. So let me see that. So I am creating a variable fruits equal to, I am using square brackets. So inside that we have to mention double quotes. So I am mentioning some fruits name here, mango, and so everything must be within double quotes or single quotes, no problem. An apple, strawberry. Okay, so this is the way of representing list. So a fruits is a single variable. This single variable can hold maximum number of elements. So here I have mentioned only 3 elements like mango, apple, strawberry. So this is a way of representing. List is ordered. It means in list we are following a concept called the indexing. So indexing means what? All the elements are arranged in a proper order. For example, for mango the index value will be 0, for apple it is 1, and for strawberry it is 2. So likewise for every element there is a value assigned, so accordingly all the elements are arranged properly. And in this list it is flexible, so you can easily add the element or remove the element or replace the element. That can be done easily here. And you can make duplication means what? We can create multiple copies of same element. For example, here I have mentioned mango, apple, strawberry, so we can once again mention mango in this list. So that can be possible in list. Okay, so let me see this indexing concept. So first of all I am going to print the statement print of, I am going to print the first element. So in order to find the first element I have to mention fruits of 0. So I already told you, so it is indexing, it is ordered, so every element having one value. So mango is having 0. If I mention fruits of 0 means it is mango. So let's see the answer. See, the answer is mango. So likewise if I keep on changing, if I mention 2, the answer will be strawberry. So this is what called as indexing. In list we can have numbers also. So here I am mentioning numbers equal to, again square brackets. So numbers you should not use within a single quotes or double quotes. You can directly use like this 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, 4. And here also we can mention numbers of 0. If you want to print, you will get the answer as you will get the answer as 1. So 1 is the first element, it means 0. Okay, so this is called as indexing. And you can add a boolean also. Okay, so these things are done in list. So instead of numbers you can make use of true or false, true comma false. If you mention this boolean type of data, the first letter of boolean will be capital. For example, for true T will be capital, and for false F will be capital. So this can also be, we can show it. See, if I run it, we will get the answer as true. Okay, so likewise if I want to mix up all those data, like see, here I am changing the variable name as data equal to, again square bracket we have to mention here. So here I am mentioning one fruit value, that is apple, and mentioning number 1, 2, 3, and comma I am mentioning boolean true, and comma some decimal value 23.56. Okay, so these things can be done here. Okay, if I want to print the true value, so we have to identify the index value. So for true is available in the third position, it means the apple, for apple it is 0, and for 123 it is 1, and for true it is 2. So we have to mention 2 here. So data of 2 will be true. So this is what the answer. This is the way we can print the result. Okay. So in order to find the type of data, what type of data it is, for example, actually we know if you use square bracket, this is list. In order to check, we have to use type of function. It's a predefined function. Through this we can easily identify which type of data we are processing right now. Okay. So just run it. So we are checking, okay, class boolean means, so type of data of 2. So we are checking for true. Okay, so true is comes under boolean data type. So this is what the thing. Okay, so if I generally mention, okay, if I generally mention data, okay, it will give you list. See, it is a list. So if you specifically mention, it will give you the specific data type. If you generally mention, it will give you list as a general data type. Okay, so the other way of creating a list is, see, so this is one of the way we can create a list. The other way is we can use constructor. Okay, let me see how to do that. Okay, so I am once again using a variable fruits equal to, so list of, so again within a bracket, so double quotes, apple, again double quotes, banana, orange. So likewise we can do. Okay, so if you want to print of fruits, means what? It will print all the elements inside it. See, apple, banana, orange. So automatically the round brackets are converted as square brackets. So this is the second way of creating a list. Okay, when I talk about indexing, there are two types. One is positive indexing, the other one is negative indexing. If you mention like this, fruits of 1, okay, without any negative sign, this is called as positive indexing. So here fruits of 1 is banana. Okay, if you mention -1, this is called as negative indexing. So -1 means what? It will start from the last element. So here the last element is orange, so the orange will be printed here. So see, orange will be printed. So okay, so here we can print in terms of range of indexes also. So what is that range of indexes? For example, if you want to print from first element to second element, for example, here I can include some other variables like strawberry, mango. Okay, right now I am having 5 fruits. Okay, now I can go for range of indexes. So range of indexes is used to, I want to print from this element to that element. So this is the purpose for range of indexes. So right now we will see. So I am starting from 0 to 4. So here 0 is the starting index and 4 is the ending index, but the end index 4 will not be considered. Okay, so 4 minus 1 up to third index will be considered. So the answer will be starts with apple, then banana, orange, and up to strawberry we will get the answer. Okay, so keep in mind, I am running this code. The answer will be starts from apple to strawberry only. Okay, if you want to print all those things, you have to mention 0 to 5 only. So 0 to 5 means what? We will get all the elements. So this is what a range of indexes. In case if you want to do this in negative indexing, we have to mention like for mango it is -1, strawberry it is -2, for orange it is -3, and for banana it is -4, for apple it is -5. So you can mention from -4 colon symbol, colon for this is a starting index, and you have to mention -1. So it means mango will not be shown on the screen. See the answer. So it starts with the banana only, banana, orange and strawberry. So the mango will not be printed because I already told you in the end index -1 means what? -1 means what? -2. So previously in the positive index what I have mentioned, if you mention 4 minus 1, third, up to third only it will be shown on the screen. The same manner for negative indexing also, if you mention -1, minus 1, it will be minus 2. So it will print up to strawberry only. If you want to start with the apple, you have to change minus 4 into minus 5, that's all. Again it starts with the apple to strawberry. So this is what is negative indexing. Okay guys, if you are having any queries in this concept, just mention in the comment box. I will clarify your doubt. In case if you are having any topics to handle, just mention. I will cover in the upcoming sessions. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for regular updates. Thank you very much for watching.